Hey, yo, G Love in the mix, G Love in the house. That's right, baby. We're out here rocking with Chicago 77.3, rocking with my guy, DJ Malone. Check us out.
Live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3, your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on, people? It's the one and only DJ Malone. How you guys feeling? I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and to you, happy holidays to you, and you, man. I do appreciate everybody for tuning in, man, and chilling with me. You dig what I'm saying? It's you know what, man? It's the holidays. I'm kicked back. I have not done any Christmas shopping for none of you people. So any of my family members are listening right now. No, I have not done any Christmas shopping, nor do I really want to do Christmas shopping. I might just say F it the whole way. But with all that being said, I still got people who are on the rise, people on the move, and people I just want to talk to. So this next person I got coming up, I really like everything that person has going on, man. I really like the grind, the hustle, the mentality of everything, man. Go introduce yourself real quick.
Hey, yo, G Love in the mix, G Love in the house. Thank you guys for having me.
Wait, do that again. I love that. Do that again real quick. Say it again.
G Love in the mix, G Love in the house.
Hey, man. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed. Thank you for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you on here, man. How you been doing? How you been doing this holiday?
Man, I've been great. I feel blessed. I feel ready to take on 2024.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Hey, man, that's what it is, man. I want my listeners to get to know you and how you got into everything. So let's go to a time machine real quick. Where did this all start for you?
It started back in school, really. You know what I'm saying? It all started with a pen and a paper and a desk, you know?
Yeah.
Pen, paper, and a desk. They were making beats with the pencils, and, you know, I just started freestyling.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from Houston.
Okay, what part?
On the north side, Greens Point, 56.
Okay, so I have a funny story about Greens Point. Excuse me. So when I went to North Barrow, and a lot of people are like, well, don't go to North Barrow because it's dangerous out there. Me, I don't care. I lived in the projects and everything in Chicago, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm gonna explain something. When I went to North Barrow, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I'm done messed up. I went to the Greens Point Mall, and it looked like a desert out there, and everything was cool and gravy. So being from the north side, how has that like been growing up like on the north side of Houston?
I mean, you know, it got its pros and its cons, you know. Greens Point is pretty. I mean, they call it Guns Point out there, so you know, you can only imagine it's in the name. So I mean, it was challenging, but also, you know, I mean, I got mad love for the hood.
Yeah, real. That's what's up, man. Who's some of your inspirations growing up?
Man, I'd have to say J. Cole. I feel like I am the artist that I am today because I listen to the right people.
Okay. You like lyrically, you like lyrical.
Yeah, I like lyrical, you know, with a message, and I mean some swaggy, some new wave kind of thing.
I ain't mad at that, man. I'm not mad at that. Where did the name come from?
Man, gangsta love. It's just I got bad heart, man. I got a heart, and man, I was doing some gangsta stuff out there.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that, man. When did you know that, hey, yo, I want to do this for real? I want to take this music thing for real.
Honestly, about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I decided, I was like, man, I can't see myself doing anything else other than music, and I just went ahead and quit everything and just focused on the music, and I went in.
When like was it a thing where you said, hey, yo, I really want to? It's basically, was there ever a point where you said, hey, yo, I think I need to do this, or was there a calling, or was it just how did it all come about?
I feel like artists who believe that they have a bigger purpose hear that calling, and yeah, it is a calling. You know, it's something for the people. I am the people, for the people, by the people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a calling, and I feel like I'm using my God's given gifts to be out here and make my dreams come true.
Okay. Describe your sound to me, man.
It's a new flow, a new style, very versatile. Man, it's a new wave, really. I speak lyric. I'm lyrical, and I also like bring in something jiggy.
Okay, I'm mad at that. I like that jiggy. We're gonna make that a word for 24. Jiggy, I like that. I definitely now growing up in Greenspoint, man. I know you. It's crazy out there. What are some places that you've been at so far that have it give you inspiration, like in the city, or where are some places in Houston you like to go to?
Man, to be honest with you, I feel like I like to take a stroll like at the Bayou City Park. Yeah, I get a lot of inspiration out there. It's just the scenery, man. It got a good vibe. I mean, I like outdoor stuff, so I like being outside.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Like you like go-karts, you like bike riding, going to the gun range. Like what you
man, to be honest with you, I feel like I like fishing. I like fishing. I like hunting. I just like hiking. I like the outdoors, man.
I ain't mad at that, man. I'm not, because I think we have to have a sound peace of mind for us.
Yes.
Because in order to give out to the world, we have to be intact. We have to be good within each other, man. So I've always been a big component on being who I am inside. I need to be good. I need to be happy and stuff like that. Are you happy right now? Like, you know, like as far as musically and everything, are you happy?
Yeah, man. I feel like I've grown so much, and I can definitely agree with you. Like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, it's very important for us as artists to be able to give back into the world. And you know, even when we're going through pain, man, like really, it's the journey of it all, you know. But I am pretty happy right now.
That's what's up, man.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. Tell me about the first time you performed.
The first time I performed, man, to be honest with you, I had like $35 in my name. I was in high school, and they were doing this competition.
Okay.
It was like $25 to sign up, so I like put like $5 on the gas tank. I betted my last $25, and man, I walked out with $250.
Hey, that was and see, I think that lighted you and it made you say, okay, I think I can do this. I can do this, man.
Yes.
So now in the studio, I know that, you know, everybody has their different must-haves, and what is something in the studio that you have to have? Like is it a pop, or is it candy? What is something in the studio that you have to have?
A great beat.
Hey.
I gotta have good music, man. Soul music.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, for sure.
That's what it is. Okay. We're going to be playing that Poppin', man. So talk to us about that. How did that come about?
Man, Poppin', I really, really like Poppin', man. It had to do with betrayal and me moving forward with life, just within life, and being able to walk away from friends that, you know, weren't good for me, or they called themselves friends, but really weren't my friends. Low key hating, low key, you know what I'm saying? Just jealousy, you know, just. I don't know. It's just having to walk away from certain things that are not good for you and are not meant for you, and then them being upset about it.
Yeah. All right, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into the singing. You want to introduce the track real quick?
Yeah, Poppin'. You guys make sure to check that out on all streaming platforms by G Love.
G Love right here, man. Chicago 77.3. Turn it all the way up. We're going to come right back. Let's go.
Let's go. G.
Hey, Bobby right here, man. Chicago 77.3, man. G Love, man. Make sure you guys stay in tune, man, because that's a banger right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie. That joint, I could tell, like, when you perform that joint, yeah, that would rock.
Oh,
that would go. And just the energy, man. Just the energy. Now, when I listened to the track, that was my first time hearing it. Now, when I listened to it, it could sound like an East Coast stuff.
Yeah.
And the way that you're coming on, it's like, hey, yo, man, like the energy, the live, I really like it, man.
Thank you.
That's a joint right there.
Thank
We got to put that in rotation, man. So now, before we went there, we talked about how, like, you had to cut some people off.
Yeah.
How hard is that and first, because you have to identify that.
Yeah.
And how hard is that to say, hey, yo, man, like, I got to let you live your journey, and then you have to go on for yourself?
I mean, the worst part is, betrayal never comes from your enemies. So just understanding that, period, just understanding that, and it comes with a lot of pain, you know, letting go, and it's almost like letting go of a season of who you've been, who you are at that specific moment, and who you're building with, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, you think that the people around you understand the vision, understand the movement, understand it, period, and then you realize that, hey, like, sometimes they low-key are, you know, disguising themselves as friends and family.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what though, you speak real, because a lot of times it be the snakes that be the most in your camp. They be in your yard heavy. Yeah. And it's like a lot of people are good at being chameleons and seeming to be there. Yeah. But then when really stuff hits the fan or whatever, it's like, oh, well, damn, it's like you were never there to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
for real. And that's the word, chameleons. That's crazy. But sometimes you just got to mow the grass, man. And that comes with a lot of pain. But I mean, sometimes it's for the best. You know what I mean? Yeah. How do you, because I could tell that you dealt with a lot of pain just in life in general. Yeah. How do you deal with that and compartmentalize that and make it into something positive? Well, it comes with like writing, really. I write a lot, and just being able to like identify what feelings are what, and being able to be as vulnerable and open for the people to even relate to what we got going on, you know, as far as in the music. And, you know, man, I bleed the same as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So being able to put all of that on paper, and then to me, it's healing. It's healing, and you got to go through the motions, brother. You got to go through the motions, you know. And sometimes I just sit with the pain and understand it. See, a lot of people think that, you know, feeling pain is weak or whatnot. I think that's the most strongest thing you could do, is just sit with your pain and understand it and keep moving forward.
But see, and I think because now you, once you're in it, you know, I don't ever want to go back there again. Yeah. And that's you can identify that and stuff, man. So kudos to you for that. So now I know we did got the single, but are there other tracks like that, or other tracks that are really going into pain and stuff?
Yeah. Man? Yeah, man. Right now I'm working on an EP with Ghetto Rancho. Okay. It's called Ghetto Baby. And I mean, it's just, I mean, I come from the projects, man, you know. I come from the hood. I come from the ghetto.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at that, man.
Nah, for real. And, I mean, you know what's out in the streets. You know what's in the hood, man. Like, I come from that. So I was able to put all of that pain onto this project and just, I mean, talk about what I went through and talk about who I am today and what has got me to this point of who I am and why I am the way that I am today.
Now, and this is some real stuff right here. What difference have you seen in between who you are now versus to who you are when you first started?
Man, I feel like the transition into, you know, going in from being a teenager to being a young adult, it's been a process, man. It's been a process. Like, I can see that I deal with things different now. Right. I can see that I've outgrown a lot of things, you know, and I'm not who I am. I look back and I'm like, wow, I've actually like had to like learn and heal, and you know, we come from like generational curses, brother. You know what I'm saying? So being able to identify all of those things, like what is me and what have I picked up along the way.
But you hit the keynote. Generational curses. Yeah, we've been in pain so much that we gotten to the point where we don't even recognize that we're in pain. Yeah. And so once we get to a point, it's like, this ain't life. This is not how it's supposed to be. And then once you get to that point, it's like, okay, now it's time to rebuild. I have to rebuild. I have to reprogram and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the big word, reprogram. Because when you come from these generational curses and you don't see nothing wrong with things. Yeah, it isn't until you see something that's like different and you're like, wow, this whole time I thought that what I was living, what I was going through, what I was experiencing was what so-called the thought life, what it was what life was. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize that, oh wow, there's more to this. There's, you know, and I can heal and I can grow, and you know, I can't be stuck in a maze and let my mistakes dictate who I am.
Yeah. And I think too is that we're so used to at 21, it's always the mark at 21 or 25 that, hey yo man, like we're not supposed to surpass 21 or 25. But the crazy part about it is once we get to that point, it's like, hey yo, like that we're supposed to go farther than that. But because when you're in the thick of it and you're in the funk, it's just you can't fathom anything else.
If I'm being honest, I didn't think I was going to make it to 21. I didn't think I was going to be here today. I didn't think I was, you know, that wasn't even, I couldn't even foresee it because of the life that I was living and things that I was seeing around me. And one thing that I've learned now that I'm like, I am who I am today, it had to do with the fact that I can heal. We can heal. And being that black sheep in my family and being able to say like, you know what, you know, I stand for something. Like yes, we come from that, but there's more to life than just living to work and working to live.
And that's a bar right there. I think I agree with you because I think when we figure out, okay, I can be more than what it is. I can be the person. Yes, I'm from this area, but I just so happen I'm a great person and a good artist who happens to be from this area versus to a person that I'm from this area and I'm a product of my area. You see the differences? Yeah,
and it's like it's so easy to be the product of your environment, but you know, switching it up and letting the environment be a product of you. You know, and I mean, one thing I realized now is that I didn't even know that I was on survival mode, brother. You know, it wasn't until I hit a spot in my career where I was like, okay, hold up, like this is possible, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what I got going on, and life just wasn't what it was in the projects. You know, then I'm like, hold on, why am I feeling like the ball's about to drop when everything was okay? You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh. Crap, like things can get better. And I didn't even realize that it was survival mode. You know, a lot of people are grew up within love. I grew up within survival. Then growing into love or seeing something different, it's like, wow, I was in survival this whole time, and my body wasn't like, it was not allowed to relax, to lay back, to sit down. I was on go mode.
It's crazy once you step out of that funk. Like how much, like when I came like from Chicago, like where I was, I'm not used to people saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Or just on the sense of like, you know what I'm saying, like just being nice. You know what I'm saying? And so when I came out here, I'm not used to just like, you know, just everyday talk. And then it's like when I have to step back, I'm like, whoa. That's that condition right there. Because it's
You're conditioned.
Because it's like, that's like a general thing just to say, hi, how you doing? That's how normal people is. But whenever you're in the funk and you're in the thick of it and you've been programmed that way, it's like, okay.
Especially when you come from a place where you get killed if you smile.
Exactly. You there's certain things like in my hood, it's like you just can't say you can't do because it will come off too raw or whatever. But whenever like you step out of that and it's like, yo man, people are not really like that.
Nah.
People are not. You know, I mean, of course, you know, people out there doing weird stuff, but people are not really out there to get me like I'm thinking that they are. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm putting myself around people who are trying to bring me down and keep me in that place of funk.
And then going back to what we spoke about, like people around you that, you know, you have to be able to distinguish these things and be like, man, who really out here, who really has love for me and who really is, you know, on my team versus who is like low key, like trying to put me down. Real. And that's when you start mowing the grass.
And see, that's the chameleon love right there. That's the fake chameleon love because I've been in situations where, okay, let's say for instance, you get 100 likes, but 1,500 views. somebody's watching. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like, you know, a lot of people won't say anything. They won't text. They won't tap. They won't whatever. They won't say anything. But the whole time they envy you.
Yeah.
And you could be in front of a person and they'll envy you heavy.
And one thing I've learned is that, you know, people may not like you, but they're still watching.
Yeah.
They still watching. They'll probably be your biggest fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Who would you like to work with going into the future?
That's kind of funny because I think I've never really been a fan of things. And even just like saying like, you know what, I was inspired by J. Cole to like speak lyrically. Like I never really was a fan of much. So I don't look at people like I idolize them or like I feel like the need of like, you know, but like I can't really give you somebody that I'm like, man, I really want to work with this person. I just take things as they go.
I get that. That's real. And then they're probably the same thing for producers then.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've all the rooms that I've been in, it's a mutual thing. Like it's like we both want to work with each other, and it's just like the artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect the sound, and they respect the artistry, and we just click. And being able to, you know, have that connection with producers is very important to me because we making soul music out here.
Real. Let me ask you this: what is a goal that you feel that whenever you make it, hey, yo, I made it. I finally made it. What is a goal or achievement to you that you feel like I made it?
Just really being able to put my family in position, brother. Being able to say, hey, here, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for anything, and you know, just being that person to. And honestly, to me, it's deeper than that. To me, it's like being able to break these generational curses and being able to say, you know what, like we made it. Like we're out here healing. We're out here growing with the people, for the people, by the people.
Well, do you feel that weight on your shoulders, like that you're the one to say, for your family and for your people to say, hey, I'm going to get us out of there?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I've always felt like the black sheep. I've always felt like I didn't fit in, or I always thought I was always rebellious. I mean, it felt like it was rebellious, or they would say that I was being rebellious, but the matter of fact was like, hey, I don't think that's okay. Like, you know, we can do things better and we can do it like this. And they're so conditioned to believing that that's okay, that's what life's supposed to be. And then you have somebody that's like, you know, I think there's more to life out here, and the way that we talk to each other and the way that we love each other, I think that's not how we're supposed to like come at each other or whatnot. And you would think it's rebellion, but it's really not. It's just me being able to distinguish, like, hey, I think there's just more, you know what I mean? And so, just being the black sheep in the family and being able to like just not want the same things, you know what I'm saying?
And see, I think that comes with growth. I think what's happening is that you're realizing as time goes on and as you're growing as a person that your growth is growing. Yeah. And it's like, hey, yo, man, like I can't. Like, just like I tell some people back at home, I gotta let you live your journey. I love you. Yeah. I care for you, but I can't let you sink my ship. And sometimes you gotta let them go on their journey. And it's not nothing towards them, but I can't let you sink my ship, man.
Dang, that's real. That's real, because on the cool, sometimes we're out here thinking like we're in the same ship, we're on the same boat, we're on the same path, and next thing you know, you look back or you look around, and they're taking woods off the ship to make their own little boat. Yeah. You know, creating holes in our ship, and we can't allow them to like sink us.
Yeah, man, because a lot of people don't realize there's a door. Not everybody can go through that door at one time. If we all went through that one door at one time, that door would break. No, so sometimes you got to let somebody go through that door first, and then when I come back, if you're, and I hate to say it like this, but it's the realest. If you're worthy enough for me to put my hand back out to you, and you're ready, then come on.
Yeah, and that's real, because a lot of people don't understand that simple concept. like, hey, like, we're a bunch of crabs in a bucket because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people, not everybody can be in a team. Not everybody can be the quarterback.
Yeah. And see, there's a reason why there's a team. There's a reason why there's a quarterback, running back. Everybody has a role, but everybody wants to be the quarterback.
Yeah.
And that can't happen.
Like allow people to even you know, if it's even a pride thing, you know, sometimes it's like being able to allow somebody to go first and be like, hey, you know, the door's open, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And now if I'm worthy, come back.
Yeah.
Or extend the hand or allow me to work myself neck to neck with you so you know what I'm bringing to the table. Because we're out here bringing the table to the table.
Exactly. Because sometimes we have to make our own table.
Of course.
And because if we're the first person to go out there first, and a lot of people don't realize is that if we're the first person that we got to build the table first. Yeah. And then sometimes once we build the table, then everybody can have a seat there. Yeah. But it has to be built first, and even to be built. And
going back to what you said, like, you know, I could love people from a distance and stuff, and I want to see you eat. Yeah, just not at my table.
Yeah, not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah,
and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay because at the end of the day, everybody's going through their own journey, and just because I'm thinking, you know, of a better future right now, and they're like not there yet, doesn't mean that they're not going to get there.
Yeah. And see that's where the will and determination, because some people want you to ignite them to, oh well, you should put me on just because. No, you have to prove yourself that you just want it just as much as I do. Because if I don't, what would it look like if I had an artist and I'm marching more than the artist? That's crazy. This is your dream.
And it's just like I tell Never Die, you know, and rather before, because Never Die is also an artist, but you know, he always told me, I don't think I want to manage because I've never met an artist who work as hard as me. And so when we got together and we met each other and we started working with each other, like he was like, you're the only artist that I feel like, you know what, I can take a back seat for this, and I can and I can push you because you do work as hard or maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, and see, somebody needs, you know, to match your energy.
Facts.
And so, like, you know, when you guys probably met, it's like, okay, I see the hustle, and then it just gels.
Yeah, and I mean, then that's why I have mad respect for him, because he was already building. He already was Never Die. He already was who he was. You know what I mean? He already had his own world built, and I had my own world built. And when we met, it was like just uniting worlds.
Hey man, that's a dope story right there. Now, do you want to chime in on and kind of go on how you guys kind of all came together?
And during coronavirus, I started doing these virtual series. So we were going around to different local artists and getting them to perform. And we did an all-female show for Valentine's Day. And that's how I first met G-Love, infamous Tex. Started showing me some of her music and stuff. And, man, I was feeling it. So then we just kind of started working together here and there. And we just saw the same hustle in each other.
Yeah. So
we started moving from there.
What is the, like, because you're seeing her on her journey now. So how are you seeing, like, the difference? Are you seeing, like, differences, like she's growing, like, as you know, you guys are proceeding with everything?
Definitely. Everything, there's a lot of trials in this industry. It's a shady industry, man. And I've been in this over 20 years, and there's some lessons that I've learned that she has to learn on her own. Yeah. And I can tell her all day, but some things you just have to see and understand on your own. Yeah. And but she's doing great, man. I'm real proud of her. She killing it, and her hustle, her grind, her work ethic is just unmatched.
That's what's up.
And it's really dope when you just look to the side and you see somebody working as hard as you. Yeah. Because you leaving everybody else in the dust, and you're like, come on, man. You want everybody to come with you. Yeah. You're like, come on, y'all, let's go. Let's make it over this hill. Yeah. Everybody just kind of I need a break. I'm tired. This going on. But when you finally find somebody, you look over your shoulder and they right there neck to neck with you, and y'all just grinding. There ain't no stopping that, man.
That's a beautiful
there ain't no stopping
thing, man.
that. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So what's going on for the last couple weeks of 23, man?
Well, I'm getting ready to release a single out of the Ghetto Baby project.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited about that, and we're dropping a visual with it behind it. It's called Get Down with the People, produced by Ghetto Rancho. And I'm excited about this one because that'll be my last single for the year. Okay. Coming in 2024, we got a lot of projects and we got a lot of visuals already in store.
Okay. Are you performing anywhere before 23 ends, or just?
Yeah, man. We got a busy weekend. I got the Futurist female show tomorrow, Friday. We're out there with 90s breadwinner, and then on the 17th, we're doing a house party at Avant Garden with Vibreezy, Hugh Stock, all that good stuff.
Okay,
yeah, a couple meet and greets Saturday and Sunday throughout the day, and just doing some charity, giving back to the people.
Hey,
doing a little bit of toy drives. I mean, we're booked up.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing to be booked.
Ain't nobody working harder than G-Love, believe that.
Hey, and now let me ask you guys this: how do you feel 23 has been for you guys?
Honestly, 2023 has been just a big lesson. A big lesson, and that's why I'm ready to receive the blessings in 2024.
Okay.
So that's how I can describe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, same thing. But God been green-lighting the blessings lately, so we coming in heavy for 2024.
Hey.
But we took them lessons on the chin, and we coming even harder.
Facts.
And sometimes you got to learn those lessons to get to that next level. We coming, baby.
Hey, I think too, man. Sometimes like 23 and a lot of people, well, you guys wouldn't know this, but I started doing this whole station thing. The station it's been out for about a year and a half,
right.
But the studio part since July, and then I had the grand opening in September.
Right. So
the thing is that when we're planting seeds for when to watch it grow. So what it sounds like is 23 was a seed planting year, and now you're going to watch it grow for 24.
Yes, and when you have the vision, and not everybody can see it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely a leap of faith.
That's what's up, man. Now I asked you before, are you happy with the music? Are you happily internally?
Yes, I feel like I am doing a lot better than I was doing in the beginning of the year, or even amazing. 2022, man. And just being able to see the growth in that, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for sure.
So let me ask you this. This is off note. When did you stop believing in Santa Claus?
Honestly, I don't think I ever really believed in him.
Cause I always ask my mom. I'm like, well, we lived in the project, so it's like, is he gonna get robbed? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how is he gonna? We don't have a chimney, so
exactly.
how is he gonna come down if we don't have a chimney?
Exactly.
So I say that jokingly because the holidays it don't feel like the holidays to me right now. I think to me when we look back at 23, I look back at 23 as a notable year. It's one of those things where you have to go through it in order to get to that next level, man.
Yeah, and that's very much so true because when you're going through hell, one thing I've learned through that is like you got to keep going.
Yeah,
you got to keep going because you're gonna get through it.
Yeah, but
if you stop, that's when you stay in hell.
Yeah,
and motion. But 2023, in 2022, actually, I realized, it was a lot of anxiety and a lot of, it was a lot of depression going on. And I think a lot of that came from COVID, but also within the fact that I didn't know that I was in survival mode.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought that's what it was more than anything. And then you just realize, like, yo, I'm just conditioned to be on go, go, go.
Yeah.
That when I just stopped, I got really down.
But and see, and you hit the note. We've been, think about this, since we were kids.
Yep. Go.
And then whenever we get to a point where we stop,
it's okay.
Yeah, and it's like, because we're so foreign to that, to not to feel that way.
Yeah.
And it's like when we get to that point, okay, well, what
am I doing?
Yeah, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, like where did that? Where was the stop, or where, or how, or like, am I really this blessed that I can sit down and then it's like, is this okay?
Yeah.
Is it okay to sit down? Like, I'm so used to going, and then you sit down, and then you're like, everything sinks in.
Yeah,
everything, all those emotions that you bottled up, all of it just comes to you, and you're just like, what happened?
Yeah, and it's like, and it could even get you mad too, because it's like, well, I feel deprived now. Now I feel like a lot of stuff has been taken away because I never knew that this was even a thought, even in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man, how life can happen that way. But you know what though? I think it made you who you are now.
Yes.
Because without going through all the trials and tribulations, you wouldn't be G Love.
Already. Nah, and that you just hit it right on it, because I have had to go through all of that to be able who I am today, and the way I think today. I have had to endure all of that. But
see, and that's a beautiful thing though. And I'm not saying like, you know, the stuff that you went through is beautiful, but what I'm saying is that the endurance, it made you stronger. And I think anybody that can come out of the places that we come from and be sane, to be like in mind sane and dedicated to do something, that's a beautiful thing within itself.
The resilience is, you know, is the phoenix rising over and over and over again out of the ashes.
Hey man, that's a beautiful. You the horns for that, man. That's what I'm talking about. So, 24. What are we looking for 24?
Man, 24. I'm looking for the blessings. I like how you said this. We planted the seed, and now it's the fruit that's coming from those blessings, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really stoked. I'm happy. I'm excited. I feel like I've never been in a place mentally like this. You know, being able to understand all those generational, even this whole conversation, just being able to understand it, and has helped me to be able to receive those blessings and be like, okay, God, Jesus, I'm here.
Yeah, man. What, are you doing anything for the holidays, or what you got going on?
Yeah, the family. I'm just spending some time with the family. I feel like being in the industry, that's very important, and it's just balance. So just we're gonna be having. Well, my birthday's coming up, so.
When's your birthday?
December 24th.
Oh, okay.
On Christmas Day.
So you got it double. So you got it double time. Ooh,
yeah.
Man, I would hate to have a child.
I know, for real, man. Growing up, it was just like, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. All right, here's one present. And I was like, no.
Damn, man, they cheated.
They cheated. Yeah.
What is a Christmas present that you always wanted that you never got?
It's funny because I feel like I've always been one of those kids that doesn't really ask for much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think I ever really asked for much, especially because I have a lot of little siblings, you know, so it was more of like, what can I give?
Yeah.
And it was never, and now that I think about it, it's, as a young adult, I've always been a giver, and it was always like giving, and then I'm like, man, well, I've conditioned other people to never give back.
Real.
You know, so I don't think I've ever like wanted something that I can tell you off the top of my head, like this is something I wanted and I didn't get.
Oh man, you should ask for a PlayStation 5 so I can get a PlayStation 5. I know somebody would give it to you. You can give it to me. But it's cool though.
Say less. Say less.
Definitely, man. This has been an amazing conversation, man. I really am happy for you that you found your way, Joe.
Thank you.
I really am happy. Now with the poppin', is that on all platforms right now?
Yes, it's on all digital stores right now.
Okay, cool. Now, do we know when the EP is dropping, or just whenever?
Man, I think just coming in 2024. I don't have a set date for it, but 2024 we're dropping the EP Ghetto Baby.
Okay, I'm
so you guys stay for the lookout.
so now let me ask you this. And there's a lot of people out there who is making it big, man. Especially from the Hispanic community, D-Baby, OT, and I'm not just saying just in general, but I like diversity.
Of course,
I like that it's not the same people at the same time. I love diversity and stuff like that, man. So with you being who you are, man, I believe that there's going to be a footprint for you, man. And I see you going to the stars, yo.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the D-Babies, the OTs, doing their thing. You know what I mean? The Spanish community, the Hispanic community is on the rise, man. And I believe 2024 is going to open a lot of doors for that. And me being a female, it got its pros and its cons. So I'm excited to see where it takes us.
But I think you know how to handle people, man.
Thank you.
I don't think that don't play with her, man. Don't play with her. Don't play. Just because love is in the name, don't mean that there ain't no sausage shit going on here, man.
Nah, for real. Hey, you can say that again.
I'm just being honest, man. It be the quiet ones that be the ones that mess you up, man.
Nah, for real.
So, run down to Facebook, everything, MySpace, everything where they can find you at.
Okay, well, my name is G Love. For those of you who do not know me, you guys can follow me at GEELOVEHTX on all platforms.
Okay, definitely, man. Black Planet, got MySpace.
All that.
Definitely, man. Before you go, I always ask all this, and I'm starting to ask all this now. What are 2 things you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for my family, for one, and I'm grateful for all the genuine people around me.
That's what's up, man. Now, this is the fun part here. I get to get a drop from you. So
Okay.
You're going to look into the camera. You're going to say your name, and I'm rocking with Chicago 77.3.
Hey, yo, G Live in the mix, G Live in the house. That's right, baby. We're out here. Chicago. Okay, one more time. Let's do it again. Hey, yo, G Live in the mix, G Live in the house. That's right, baby. We're out here at Chicago 77.3. I'm rocking with my guy.
DJ Malone.
Of course, DJ Malone. Hey, yo, G Live in the mix, G Live in the house. That's right, baby. We're out here rocking with Chicago 77.3. Rocking with my guy, DJ Malone. Check us out.